Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into an incredible true story, a story of survival, resilience, and the human spirit's extraordinary capacity to endure. It's a story that's both harrowing and inspiring, and it's one that you won't soon forget. We're talking about the miracle of the Andes. Picture this, it's October 13th, 1972. A Uruguayan rugby team, along with their friends and family, are flying over the Andes Mountains to play a match in Chile. They're excited, full of life, and looking forward to the game. But the Andes are a formidable mountain range, and tragedy was about to strike. Their plane, a Fairchild F-227, hits some serious turbulence. It's a bumpy ride, and then, disaster. The plane clips a mountain peak. The impact is devastating. The tail section is ripped off, and the fuselage, carrying the remaining passengers, crashes down onto a remote, snow-covered glacier. Think about that for a second. Stranded, high in the Andes, freezing cold, no communication with the outside world. They were miles from civilization, with limited supplies, and facing the harsh reality of their situation. Many were injured, some tragically killed in the initial crash. The survivors huddled together, seeking warmth and comfort in the wreckage of the plane. They had some food and a few bottles of wine, but it wasn't nearly enough to sustain them. They faced blizzards, avalanches, and the constant threat of freezing to death. Days turned into weeks, and their hope dwindled. They heard on a small radio that the search for them had been called off. The world had given them up for dead. Imagine the despair they must have felt. Lost, alone, and facing the very real possibility of starvation. It was in these desperate circumstances that they made a truly agonizing decision. To survive, they resorted to cannibalism, consuming the bodies of those who had perished in the crash. This was a decision born of absolute necessity, a testament to their will to live. After weeks of unimaginable hardship, two of the survivors, Nando Parado and Roberto Canessa, decided to take a desperate gamble. They embarked on a grueling trek across the treacherous mountains, hoping to find help. For 10 days, they battled the elements, pushing themselves to the limits of human endurance. And then, against all odds, they found it. After walking for days, they stumbled upon a Chilean arriero muleteer. The arriero helped them contact the authorities. The world learned that some of the passengers had survived. The rescue operation was swift. Helicopters were dispatched, and the remaining survivors, those who had stayed with the wreckage, were finally brought to safety. They had endured 72 days in the Andes, a testament to the strength of the human spirit. The miracle of the Andes is a story of tragedy, yes, but also a story of incredible resilience, courage, and the unwavering will to live. It's a story that reminds us that even in the face of the most extreme adversity, hope can prevail. If you were moved by this incredible true story, please consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. Sharing this video also helps these important stories reach a wider audience. Like, subscribe, and share.